when ripping your sheets for your paper mache, when you're using your newspaper, I use one stack at a time. And what I do, because you don't want any of the edging, so I rip down one side and try to make sure I get the whole clump of papers together, because you don't want any of the ridges or the straight cuts. You actually want it torn. And I do both sides, and I peel it all the way down. Then I do the top and the bottom. Now, depending on how big you want your papers will determine how you rip them, or how big you rip them, or how small. I cut them in all different lengths and shapes. That way, or I rip them. I don't cut them, I rip them. Because you don't want a smooth cut, you want it ripped. Making sure you can see. And I rip along the edge, and I know that takes some of the paper away, but it makes it easier to work with as well. And then I throw the pieces that I ripped off in the garbage, and then I start out from the top, and I rip. However they come out in length will determine, you know, like this one here, it offset. So I'll have some small pieces. So I can rip it off in half right here like that. And then I have some long strips, and then these ones here I'll rip again, and I'll put them over here for smaller strips. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing because these strips were offset a little bit. And you just keep doing that until you have enough pieces of paper to, you know, enough ripped up newspapers to do your project. Me, because I coupon, I always buy 4 newspapers every Sunday anyway, so I use the inserts to do my couponing, and then I use the newspaper to do my paper mache. So it really works out in my end, you know, for me, because then I'm not wasting or throwing away the paper. I'm actually using it as a craft, you know, for another purpose, which is my craft projects.